some extra space to put the cups because the only table I have is filled with the bisqueware. So what I did is these are eventually going to be shelves on my wall, but until then, they're going to help me with my glazing. There's a lot of stuff on the bottom of this one. And any head start I can get, I'm going to take. I don't have all the special sieves and stuff, so I just grabbed one of these from the, I think you put it over a pan to stop the oil from splattering out, but I just used it to sift through, and I got a lot of chunks out of there. And hopefully my white will be a lot more smooth, because I noticed sometimes there's pock marks in it and the chunks drip, and I just want to hopefully it'll work better. I mentioned these before. I have this bucket full of bottles, and they are just sitting in a box. So I think I'm gonna put some more of my dipping glazes in here, and that way I can squirt some design. Okay, I'm gonna try a little more firm mist on this very plain cup number 50. 57 or 51. I'll know when it fires. Ready? Just like the box. Now I'm going to speckle this one and see how it works. It seems a lot lighter. I know it'll all blend in, and that's perfectly fine. Glaze going on here. I put the fern mist, and I have the white on the inside, and I have the chino on the outside. I'm just going to go just a tad and make some texturing, because I see all the chunky sides you see. That is the one of my cups, I can't recall what number it was. It has a lot of texturing on the outside, and what that is when the chino glaze rests, the particles rise to the top, and if I gently put it in there, it makes a texture, and I'd like to get that here. Not necessarily on the rim, but more so down here and along the line between the fern mist and the chino. Pour it on the inside. And the less perfect it is, the better. I'm trying not to be perfect with it, which is actually quite difficult. See how there's all that texturing? That's going to probably look really awesome. That's the goal anyway, because I know that texturing creates all the granules make a chunk. And the more more there are, the chunkier it gets, and that just looks so fun. It's kind of a fun cup. Wait a second. And I think instead of white, I'd like to go with the green. Part of the reason I did that is because the Shino can have a really rough texture, and if somebody's going to drink out of this, it needs to be smooth. So I'm hoping that the Fern Mist will make it, besides being really cool looking, it will make it a little more smooth around the edges. Thinking I am going to just submerge this in white and lighten the purple. It may actually even cancel out the purple. I don't know, but I'd feel better if it wasn't purple. I know it can. This purple actually can be pretty intense when you put clear on it, and I think instead of whipping the clear out, I'm just gonna make this all white. See how random that is? Oh, why do I love that so? This is another one of my favorite cups, 110, and I thought I'd like to do this one in Shino. Laguna's wheat, and I think I've used this once. This is one of the ones that my mother gave me when her friend decided not to do pottery anymore, and she gave me some clay and some glazes. This one cracked off. Well, it actually finally just fell off about 10 minutes ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to, I'm going to use this cup. I'm going to try my Shino. Now, if you notice, I covered that as well, and that's fine. I think I almost like just the one yellow. We'll see what the Shino does with the yellow. It's a good test. John suggested I try a one glaze firing, and in order to see if my glazes will work, I am going to test them on a dry piece of greenware. And I've already mixed up my glazes. I just can't dip them wet. You know what I mean? Do I have any more white space for the green? I do. Okay, this is the first layer of cups, and I realize this is not the most efficiently packed kiln load. I probably could pack them closer and pack more, but I think what I really need for myself, instead of trying to pack it tight and conserve energy and all of that, I need to see some success and some completion of some of the cups. So in a way, this is like more a mental kiln load than an actual energy conservation, best packing job kiln load. Anyway, that's the first layer, and I'll show you the rest of the layers as they get finished.